On a quiet morning in Hong Kong, before the courts open, Coleman Wong, the promising young Asian tennis player, starts his day with a short meditation and a few notes in his journal. Not match tactics, but a personal reminder of why he started. From a teenager making his first appearance at Junior Wimbledon to a rising star with a meticulously polished, minimalist style, Coleman's journey is about more than just tennis. It's a story of discipline, love, and strategy. When fans ask, who is the woman by his side? Few would have guessed that his wife, Amelia Chan, is a financial expert specializing in sustainable investment. This couple has set a new standard for the young athlete generation, not only excellent on the court, but also composed, visionary, and authentic. In this video, you will step into the private yet inspiring world of Coleman Wong. His hourly routine, his urban apartment, his shrewd investment portfolio, and the untold daily moments with Amelia. If you believe that sports is not just a game of strength, but a story of mindset, this is a journey you cannot miss. Backhand index pointing right, and don't forget to subscribe to the Pro Tennis Stories 360 channel to follow the rarest perspectives from the elite world of tennis. How will life change if Coleman crosses the mark of $10 million USD? Suppose Coleman's net worth crosses the $10 million US mark next year. What will change in this already disciplined and refined life? First is the quality of travel. He might move from his preferred boutique hotels to more private spaces like personal villas or long-term rental luxury apartments in Paris, Melbourne, or Tokyo. These cities would not only be tied to his match schedule, but would also serve as destinations for the culinary, artistic, and cultural experiences that he and Amelia both cherish. With a more comfortable budget, Coleman could invest in new living spaces, perhaps a second home in Europe or Australia, providing stability and privacy for long tours. His public visibility would also change. As his fame widens, he is no longer just a tennis player. He becomes a lifestyle role model. This naturally brings more events, talk shows, and invitations from the media. His daily life would likely include more personal assistants, image consultants, and logistics teams, allowing Coleman to focus entirely on his sports performance and long-term projects. More importantly, he could expand the scale of his charitable work, from personal support to founding a school sports development fund, environmental scholarships, or even a youth training center in collaboration with Amelia. That is when living well truly transitions into living influentially. And if you are still following this journey, prepare yourself, because the next part will reveal the newest chapter in Coleman Wong's career. In a world where every success is measured by rankings, prize money, and followers, Coleman Wong is quietly building a different standard. No noise, no drama, no old formulas. He chooses his own path, where discipline doesn't diminish grace and career doesn't overshadow character. What you've just seen is only the tip of the iceberg named Coleman Wong. Beneath it are a series of projects in development, turning points about to be revealed, and a major question without an answer. What will happen if Coleman Wong doesn't just conquer the tennis world, but also redefines the image of the new generation of Asian athletes? Do you think he will stop here? Certainly not. Join us on that journey, from the aces on the court to the points scored in life. Backhand index pointing right, don't forget to subscribe to the Pro Tennis Stories 360 channel, where you won't miss any of the turning points of the names rewriting contemporary sports history. The stories behind the scenes, the life-changing decisions, all will be here. And who knows, you might be the first to discover the next chapter in Coleman Wong's game. The rhythm of the rising star, Coleman Wong 2025. Amidst the hectic pace of a professional athlete's life, Coleman Wong maintains an astonishing balance. In 2025, everything around him is changing rapidly, from fame and fortune to social media influence. But his personal habits remain almost unchanged, simple, disciplined, and full of intention. Coleman's day begins before sunrise. He gets out of bed to immediately tackle his high-intensity workout, interval sprints, resistance training, followed by a few minutes of meditation. He once shared, "My strength doesn't just come from my shot, but from my spirit at 6 a.m. After a super nutritious breakfast of green smoothies, oatmeal, and boiled eggs, he moves into his training schedule with his personal coaching team. interspersed with media meetings, physical recovery, and nutritional consulting. But if you think Coleman's life revolves only around sports, you're wrong. His evening is a time for complete decompression. No phones, no social media, just books, soft music, and sometimes intimate conversations with his wife. It is this harmonious contrast between a fiery day and a calm evening that helps Coleman maintain peak competitive performance. Every detail in his lifestyle contributes to creating the image of a young tennis player who is not only strong, but also mature and profound. And of course, that lifestyle wouldn't be complete without his home, the place where warmth and love help nourish his spirit after long tours. Home and daily moments with Amelia. Hidden behind the court's glamour, Coleman Wong returns to a different space, where there are no cheers, only laughter, and the support of his admirable wife, Amelia Chan. In 2025, while Coleman's name dominated sports headlines, the story of a woman beside him also began to be mentioned as an indispensable part of the Hong Kong #1 player's life. Amelia is not just the wife of a famous athlete. She is a person who shines in her own right, a valedictorian in finance, currently a sustainable investment strategist, who runs several environmental projects. The two met at a charity sports gala at the end of 2022. The salad and ice cream story between them was likened by the media to the opening scene of a romantic movie. Since then, their image has always been linked to simple yet emotional moments. Cooking together during the Lunar New Year, hiking on Lama Island, or attending financial literacy workshops for youth. Though private about their personal lives, when they do appear, both exude an elegant, minimalist style and shared ideology. What makes this relationship special is their mutual respect and shared focus on the community, from charity to education and the environment. This home helps Coleman maintain his mental fortitude for competition, while inspiring millions of fans to live positively. And behind that love, an astonishing personal financial picture is gradually being revealed. Decoding Coleman's finances, the path of a calculating star. As Coleman Wong's name becomes more sought after, many people grow curious. How does he make money? And is he investing wisely? In 2025, Coleman's estimated net worth ranges from $4.80 to $5.80 million USD. Not a massive fortune compared to ADP top 10 players, but impressive for a star on the rise. His income comes from four main sources: prize money from tournaments $900,000 USD, endorsement deals with sustainable sports brands $1.4 million USD, revenue from his YouTube channel and personal training app $150,000 USD, and a collaborative tennis fashion brand with a local artist $200,000 US. But what attracts more attention from experts is how Coleman reinvests his assets. Owning 2 apartments in Hong Kong, valued at $2.1 million USD, investing in U.S. tech stocks and Asian green stocks, $700,000 US, a stake in a boutique fitness chain, $400,000 US, and still setting aside a small amount for sports cars and luxury watches. The commendable point, he shares that his investment decisions are always guided by Amelia, who has a financial background. The combination of sports passion and financial strategy transforms Coleman into a new generation athlete role model, not only excellent on the court, but also prudent in conduct and investment. And if you're curious whether all that money has changed him, follow his spending habits on himself, his family, and his community. In the next section, spending Coleman style, discreet yet discerning. Owning millions of USD in his bank account hasn't led Coleman Wong to a money-burning lifestyle. On the contrary, he spends selectively, not just for enjoyment, but to maintain a quiet luxury lifestyle. Elegant yet low-key, true to his Asian roots. His main apartment in central Hong Kong is the clearest expression of this taste. Minimalist design, curated furniture from local brands, and wall art from emerging Asian artists. Coleman's largest expenditures fall into 2 groups: wellness and travel. He invests heavily in personal physical therapists, nutritionists, and high-end recovery equipment. Every tour is accompanied by a small team, ensuring he is always in peak physical condition. For travel, Coleman chooses premium airlines and rents private apartments instead of chain hotels, not for showing off, but to have private space after a stressful match schedule. Notably, he regularly allocates around $70,000 annually to charity work, mainly for school sports programs, environmental education, and scholarships for disadvantaged children. For Coleman, spending is about living authentically and deeply, not about making a temporary impression. So, when a person lives such a minimalist life, yet has huge financial potential, where will his future lead? Strategic steps for the future. Coleman is more than an athlete. Although only 20, Coleman Wong is already planning a long-term strategy for life after his athletic peak. This is clearly demonstrated through a series of projects that have launched, are launching, and will launch in 2025 to 2026. First is the strong expansion in the digital content space. Coleman's YouTube channel officially launched a dedicated video series, Behind a Racket, taking the audience behind the scenes of tournaments into his personal life and sharing his story with Amelia. This series quickly attracted sponsorship from nutrition brands, sports tech companies, and streaming services in Asia. Simultaneously, the Set Point podcast is scheduled to debut at the end of the year, where Coleman will converse with coaches, athletes, and sports scientists, both sharing knowledge and building a solid personal brand off the court. Another major step is the partnership with EcoSport 360, a sustainable sports fashion brand, where he is not only the brand ambassador, but also designs a limited edition product line. This opens the door to becoming a fashion entrepreneur, both deeply personal and tapping into a global trend. On the investment front, thanks to Amelia's expertise, Coleman is investing capital in an AI startup focused on sports training technology, expected to boom in Asia. All of this shows Coleman is not just preparing for the future, he is actively building it, step by solid step. So, with his launchpad expanding from sports to technology, from fashion to media, how will Coleman's image evolve in the public eye? Coleman Wong, from ADP young star to icon of a new generation. The interesting question is, if he continues this trajectory, how will Coleman Wong's image evolve in the eyes of his fans? The reality is already providing the answer. In 2025, Coleman is no longer a niche name known only to tennis enthusiasts. He is starting to appear on international talk shows, partnering with community campaigns, and featuring in major media promotions. From a young, promising player, he is repositioning himself as a living icon of an authentic, high-quality, and responsible life. This shift is smoothly executed thanks to three factors: strategic communication, consistent personal style, and a private life free of scandal. The public sees not only a strong Coleman on the court, but also an ideal husband, a smart investor, and a profound social activist. Small details like cooking with his wife during Lunar New Year, sharing time management tips, or encouraging young people to live slowly but steadily are creating a relatable and inspiring persona. Experts suggest that if he maintains this strategy, Coleman could become the first Asian brand player, transcending the limits of competition to shape lifestyle trends for the global youth generation. And to achieve that, he needs one more important thing: continuous support from the tennis community. That's also why you shouldn't miss the next part: the numbers that speak, decoding Coleman's true value. When the media labels Coleman Wong as an expensive young star, people are curious. What is his real value? It's not just the net worth figure, but the comprehensive picture of his financial capability and the smart money management strategy behind the glamour. As of mid-2025, Coleman's estimated net worth ranges from $4.80 to $8 million, an impressive figure for a player not yet 25. The notable fact is that his income is not solely derived from ADP tournaments, but evenly distributed across four segments: prize money, endorsements, personal brand, and investments. In particular, 2 exclusive contracts with sports and technology brands have brought him over $1.4 million this year alone, showing that his appeal is rapidly expanding beyond tennis. His YouTube channel and personal training app are 2 emerging revenue streams, generating about $150,000 annually from advertising and exclusive content. Meanwhile, his limited edition tennis fashion line adds $200,000 while reinforcing his personal brand. But what is more admirable is his investment portfolio. From real estate to apartments in Hong Kong valued at about $2.1 million USD, tech stocks $700,000 US, to equity in a boutique gym $400,000 US, all bearing the mark of consultation from his wife, Amelia. Clearly, Coleman is not just a tennis player who earns money, but one who knows how to sustainably retain and multiply his wealth. So, with his current financial growth trajectory, how might he break through in the next 2 years? The 2026 vision. The steps that will turn Coleman into a global icon? If 2025 is the turning point year, 2026 will be the year of true metal. According to various sources, Coleman Wong is entering a phase of strong growth in both competition and personal branding. First is the major expansion into the reality documentary series Chasing the Line, where Coleman stars in a story about his ADP journey, mental pressure, injuries, and team relationships. This is not a scripted film, but an honest account, helping the audience witness the unedited reality behind the professional tennis spotlight for the first time. Simultaneously, the Set Point podcast, featuring conversations with renowned athletes, sports experts, and investors, will launch late this year, promising to position Coleman as a new voice for the urban Asian youth. His deep network in sports, the startup community, and creative artists places Coleman at the intersection of many trends: sports, technology, environment, education. This convergence makes him a favorite choice for brands seeking ambassadors with depth rather than temporary viral stars. Financially, experts predict Coleman's net worth could increase by 15 to 25% in 2026 due to 3 factors: selective venture investments, sports AI, green tech, expanded digital media, and sustainable real estate growth. If these projects meet expectations, Coleman will not just be a well-paid tennis player, but a new type of economic icon. But how will all this success shape his image in the public eye?